Hey guys, Scarlett Tandy here, and I wanted to share with you one of my favorite activities to do with early childhood is take some of these classic stories that we have and turn them into a read aloud where the kids get to participate with you. These books are very repetitive, so it's perfect to do that. So the very first time you read it through with the class though, I would just read the book all the way through and I would highlight some of those words that are repeating, and you can have the kids begin to say those things that are repetitive. Then as time progresses, as the week progresses and you're using this book, you can start assigning parts for the different characters in the story. Chicken Little is the perfect one to do this with. I love it because you can have more than one kid playing the different parts. So you may have 3 Chicken Littles, you may have 4 Goosey Lucy's, you may have 2 Turkey Lurkeys. So depending on how many kids you have, you can break it up into sections and have the kids doing the part. But again, the very first time you go through, I would read all of the words in here and just really highlight those parts that Chicken Little or one of the other characters are saying in the story. Now, with the kids that I've been working with this summer, we have taken this book and we have created into all new characters that they were learning in the daycare over the summer. But this story, you don't have to take it that far. This story, you just can assign parts. You can make little hats, little props, whatever you want to go along with the story. And it's so simple for them to be able to memorize the words. When I do this story with them and we're retelling it for a 3rd time or a 4th time after I've already read it all the way through once or twice to them on different days, of course, then I only pick out the main words, the things that are easy for them to say, and then I'm the narrator for the other parts, but I don't even read the book anymore at that point. I just say the parts that help make the story make sense. So I would tell them, one fine day, Chicken Little was playing in the woods, and all of a sudden, bonk, an acorn hit it on the head. And Chicken Little said, and on here, I just like the way it has goodness gracious me. I love introducing that vocabulary. So I would have them say, goodness gracious me, he cried out. And then the Chicken Littles would say, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, must go tell the king. Then when I get to the next animal, I don't read all of these pages. I just say, so Chicken Little started running. He was running to go tell the king, and he came upon, and then I name the next character. So here the next character is Henny Penny. So he came upon Henny Penny, and Henny Penny was busy basking in the sun. I do pick like a big word. I don't even think it says... it does say basking on here. I wasn't sure if I just made that up or if it said it in here. But I would say basking in the sun. And then we would talk about that in those first couple of reads. What does basking mean? So the kids that are being Henny Penny, who's that character, when you're reading at that time, you're teaching them what it is to lay back and maybe be fanning themselves, basking in the sun. And so when I'm doing this with the kids and they're retelling, Chicken Little is running, then I say that part. Chicken Little ran across Henny Penny, who was basking in the sun. So all Henny Pennies, I would then encourage them to be fanning themselves and to be basking in the sun. And when Chicken Little comes to them, they are going to say, where are you going in such a hurry? And it's going to get very repetitive like that. Chicken Little is then going to say, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, I must go tell the king. Then, as you turn the page, so Chicken Little and Henny Pennies, they went running. They came across, who is their next friend? They came across Ducky Lucky, who was preening his feathers. And so I show them in the book what preening is. I let them guess. The Ducky Lucky has a brush in his hand, so preening has something to do with brushing his hair. So if they are Ducky Lucky in this part, I'm having them like they're brushing their hair. So Chicken Little, Henny Penny come across Ducky Lucky preening his feathers, and Ducky Lucky asked, where are you going in such a hurry? And here's where I let the kids start saying this part. But if they don't say it on their own, then I'm there to encourage them and say it along with them. What you'll notice is a lot of their friends will start telling them what they're supposed to be saying. And so they all say, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, we must go tell the king. I really encourage the big hands and the dramatics because, you know, why not? The kids love that. So then they say, I'll better come with you. So then they all come. And now I'm having them all running in place until they come to their next friend, who is Goosey Lucy, who is admiring his reflection in the water. I like to have a little fun with this, where whoever is playing Goosey Lucy is looking at themselves or looking at a mirror or something and saying, oh, you look good. You're so beautiful. You're so handsome. And then after they say that, then they say, where are you going in such a hurry? And then everyone else together says, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, we must go tell the king. And then he says, well, then I will come with you. And if you have a group of them, then I try to teach them also to say, we will come with you, and use that as a moment that if it's just one, you say I. If it's a group, you say we. So just little teaching moments like that. A little bird showing off in the background. So now they all take off running, and then they come to this next friend, which is Turkey Lurkey. And Turkey Lurkey is busy eating some corn. Again, I'm not reading the words, I'm just reading the pictures, really. And so I have the kids pretending like they're eating corn on the cob. We talk about when they eat corn on the cob, who likes to eat corn on the cob, and all of that stuff. And Turkey Lurkey asks them, where are you going in such a hurry? And they all say, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, we must go tell the king. Turkey Lurkeys say, then we will come with you. And so they all start running. They're all running, and they keep on running all the way to the castle until they come across a sly fox. And then, because we've read lots of stories with foxes, I would talk to them about, we know when we see a fox that usually the fox is up to no good, right? And so the fox is probably going to do something to try to trick them, to try to eat them. So the fox says, where are you rushing off to? Now, I just have these words memorized again. I'm not going to say them exactly. And they tell the fox, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, we must go tell the king. And the fox says, I know a shortcut, follow me. And he's licking his lips, because the kids love to do that part and lick their lips. So you can teach them what that looks like, teach them what they think that means when someone is licking their lips. And then it goes on to say, he led them into the woods, straight into his den, and they never did get to tell the king that the sky was falling. And then we use these clues and we talk about what do they think happened using the picture clues. And now, because I don't like the stories where the animals get eaten, I'll ask them if they don't like it how the animals get eaten, then we might rewrite the ending. Now, some of your kids, they're like, no, we like the fact that they're getting eaten. And if we do, we use that as a teaching moment, that it's a circle of life and that we eat animals and animals eat other animals, and it's how it goes. But if they choose to rewrite the ending, then we come up with a way that maybe the group of friends figure out why the fox is so mean and why he wants to hurt them. And then they work it out and they all become friends. That's just what I like to do. Or they trick the fox and they get away in some way. And then again, I was going to show you this book series here, the Benchmark Education. They have all of these other stories, and they're very similar, where you can take them and turn them into some sort of play that you're doing in your class. So it's a really good series to have with early childhood. And then I like it because it also has some sort of thing to get them thinking, and it asks, like, what are the characters thinking right here? and you just get their answers, what they think might be happening. So I hope you enjoyed that and you use it in your class. I would love to hear from you. If you do, tag me, like this, share it. But my main goal here is for you to be able to take these things and then apply it to your classroom. All right, bye guys.